we're going to see every storm coming at us when it comes into Carter County, which is, of course, one of the furthest west in the viewing area. Brand new camera. We're in Grayson looking at this. This is just up to the north. If you take it, actually it's out by the AA highway, but we're going to watch back here. We're just going to be patient and go with this because obviously it's not every day that we have a tornado warning storm that comes into view. Certainly that's wind though, and that this could be some real damaging wind coming out into Hopewell and Old Town. Argolight's up here. So I mean, we're talking about a real small pocket we're defining for you here. Doesn't mean that is a tornado, but I would warn that. Absolutely I would warn that. And of course we know that we got the meat packing plant over here. It's just basically from your all's parking lot out to the north, and that's going to continue its way on over toward the roadside rest from downtown Ashland all the way down here to the interstate. There's a lot of homes here, so we're going to get you some notice right now. Whether or not they put a tornado warning on that doesn't matter. We want you to go ahead and take shelter and seek those spaces right now. You want to get inside, away from these windows. You want to get into the interior of the structure. Best thing is in a basement. If you don't have a basement, well, what do? Again, you want to have as many walls between you and the outside as you can. So that's where you go into an interior portion of the house. You can use a bathroom. There's no windows in there, right? Look at that, 8.5 inches, 9 inches of rain in some spots. Obviously, when you're up here at the hill, it's going to drain this way. It's going to drain in every direction, but especially down Witcher Creek. This is the Winifred Hollow area right there, and that one had 6 inches of rain. I mean, you talk about a narrow area. Let's allow everybody some time, okay, to kind of let the information flow. And again, don't just try to run up the hollow at Winifred, Kelly's Creek. You're not getting there. The officials are there, and they're going to be able to handle this, and they're going to get up and assess. And as soon as the water goes down, we're all going to be able to get everybody reunited, reconnect everybody. Communication is always a problem in these instances. And watch this kind of explode right there, this explosion of moisture right there. That's because you had 2 wind flows coming together. We appreciate what we could get from you there. You see the heavy equipment, and we can see some vehicles coming down the areas of the southeast corner of the county. That goes until 2. At least 2 this afternoon, okay? And so you know the deal. If you see water over the road, don't drive in that area. Hello, and welcome to our Storm Tracker 13 Winter Weather Special. In this year's edition, we're going to talk about a lot of things pertaining to winter. Now, of course, snow and cold temperatures get a lot of attention, but just about the largest impact comes to transportation, or how we get around when the conditions are bad. Hi everybody, and welcome to our Storm Tracker 13 Summer Weather Special. I'm Chief Meteorologist Spencer Adkins, and get ready to settle back and think about all things summer weather related. We have a ton of topics for you. Chris, thanks for joining us, and let me go back to Friday night. What did you see on Friday night when you pulled into the area there? That is a Rolling Fork in Mississippi. So I'm a fan, I'm in the stands, all of a sudden this sign pops up and it says there's some bad weather, but it's not even raining at my game. What is going on, and why is my game stopping? Last year, I believe, if we have West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, all 3 of those states are within the top 20 for cloud-to-ground lightning strikes, which might surprise a lot of people. We see a lot of lightning in Appalachia, don't we?
You sure do.
Dan Robinson doesn't think icy roads are the most overlooked weather hazard we face. He knows they are.
And just that count, just the count of those accidents was more than 3 times all of the other weather hazards combined.
Within moments after that, probably 3 or 4 minutes, we had a tornado on the ground that was what you guys actually saw in that video clip, just ripping through the west side of Clarksville.
Vic, you're watching this, you're like, ooh, this is probably, we're going to have to activate our relief efforts.
Exactly.
It's wildly popular, but who is this guy, and how did he get to be such a phenomenon? We stopped in Pikeville, Kentucky, right here in the 13 News viewing area to find out.
Yeah, last time something even closer happened, I grew up here in Pikeville, Kentucky, down the road, Johns Creek, and I went to Johns Creek School, went to Pike Central High School, and that's it. I just was the kid, like a lot of people who are into weather are, that just loved weather. I loved storms. I loved watching the Weather Channel instead of the Disney Channel or Nickelodeon or whatever. I loved watching, even the local news. Like that was my Super Bowl.
So, what made the storm so awful? Why did the area see this happen in terms of what was mechanically going on with the atmosphere? Here's a model concept of what was going on. They're going to build some new housing communities. They're going to build them up out of the floodplain on higher ground, which is certainly some good news, and there will be more of those efforts over not just the coming months, but the coming year. And because the Earth is tilted at 23.5 degrees, the sun's direct rays travel across the equator and into the southern hemisphere. That's called the autumnal equinox. That took place on September 23rd at 2:50 a.m. Well, that's all for our fall weather special. We'll be back in a couple of months when we start digging into wintertime topics. Oh, one last thing. Help me out. Let's remind people, there's no letter E in lightning. Is that correct?
That is correct. Lightning, Lightning.
Lightening is what you do with your hair. Lightning is what we want you to avoid. Thanks, Chris.
Yes.
I don't know about y'all, but it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, I think. Do you not think? I mean, look at this. Yeah, the lights are on. I love it. Man, I tell you what, our camera being at the ballpark, at Go-Mart Ballpark, is just so cool. We see a lot of good baseball, of course, during the summer. Never really anticipated seeing 2 million lights, so that's pretty cool. Love to have that exclusive shot here. All right, fog. You wouldn't see a whole lot if you were up by Webster Springs. It's already starting to kind of fog in up there. Obviously, we have a couple little rain showers. Temperatures are in the 40s. It's a little on the cold side. If you're going to be there, Charleston, for light up the night, if you're going to go to Gallipolis, yeah, we're going to be back there in just a few minutes where they're going to flip the switch here and turn on the lights in the city park. It's beautiful. Big gazebo there. It's a perfect view. If you get a chance to go there. Of course, you go to Crodell Park across the river. There's a lot of places you can go check out the lights. Central Park in Ashland. Beautiful time of year. All right, this weather, though, not so beautiful. Eastern Kanawha into Clay County, some rain, little Fayette County rain that's all going to move across Nicholas County. It's just a nuisance rain. It's not anything really big. The rest of the East Coast starting to quiet down, a little snow up here toward Maine. So tonight, that clears out. We're good until when? Probably Sunday. So instead of just running through Predictor for the sake of running through it, let's go to the next thing, which is Sunday. Here's a little bit of some rain starting to approach in the afternoon. Sunday evening around dinner time, showers. They go away pretty quickly. And then watch this. There's a little cold air push. And if we look up here, this is always up there, but a lot of times we don't really look at it, do we? Blue. Maybe a little snow up here in the high terrain. Nicholas County, maybe Webster County, Braxton, a little snow in the morning. Monday, it's a sign of colder air working its way on in. So a lot of forecasts for you. Gallipolis and lights tonight will be in the 40s, decreasing clouds. We'll check back in with Lane in just a little bit. Our overnight low eventually about 34 or so. So Hunters will start off 34, 35 degrees, winds out of the southwest. Sun comes up at 7:15. Bucky says he's taking the day off. Don't know that I believe him, but he will try anything to trick you hunters out there. 30s tomorrow if you're going to go out and chase a good time. How about that instead? On the clock. Maybe you're going to go run. Maybe you're going to go walk at a 5K. Lots of those races and walks. Tomorrow morning, sunny but chilly, and 53 in the afternoon. 51 for Friday. 52 for Saturday. Herd game looks good. We're going to start at about 50, fall back down into the upper 30s by the end of the game, so bundle up. Sunday, some evening rain and a sprinkle or a flake Monday morning. And then we're in the 40s, a much cooler week on balance next week. But it's the end of November, so I guess we should be there. All right, we're taking a break. Back with more right after this. Oh, what an interesting night we have here. Hi, everybody. Spencer Adkins. I'm live in Coal Grove. Spencer Adkins here at the 76th Majorette and Band Festival here in the village of Barbersville, here in the backyard on the patio tonight. Happy Thanksgiving. Spencer Adkins bringing you a view of the world. So imagine this is all like your highways and your on-ramps, and this is the main road. Well, we're going to have a traffic jam down here, except for it's going to be water, and quite often the water will come up on this bridge. These areas are still going to be high with water. Look at this. I got to move up because it's still coming up. All right, so let's find out a little bit more about these river numbers specifically.
We love Live on the Levee. It's the start of summer. So.
Yeah, it is the official start of summer. Thanks. Nice to meet you all. Mia, nice to meet you too. It's snowing. I know it's snowing. It's very exciting. And you know what? She's never seen snow. And of course, every time there's a couple flakes, I act like I've never seen snow. All right, any last message you want to share with people out there tonight?
Be good. Be kind to each other. Show everybody love. The world needs it so much right now.